to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, welcome to December's Plan With Me. Can you guys believe that it is December already? Well, it's not December already, but it's coming. It's time to set up December already. And for once this year, or at least this half of the year, I'm actually setting it up ahead of time like I like to. I just wanted to quickly shout out to, I think it's Coco Bee. I can't remember the exact account name, but it's something to do with Coco Bee. And I will link her down below because she actually kind of inspired this. She did a painting of a cardinal on a card that I saw like a year or so ago. And it was a very like similar style of painting, different composition to the bird, like the bird sitting in a different way and stuff. But I just wanted to quickly shout out her channel, and you guys can go check it out if you really love like this style of watercolor, because she posts some really, really good videos, and she's just like really good at painting, and I love watching her videos. But just in case someone saw one and then the other and they thought, I just wanted to give credit where credit was due. And I got the idea, or the style of the bird, for last month's blue jay from that as well, but the blue jay is quite different to a cardinal. These are both the same bird, so I just didn't want anybody thinking anything weird. But I really love how the cardinal turned out. I was torn between a couple of different ideas, but I think the idea, I'm not going to say it, but the idea I had for December, I think I'm actually going to do for January, because you can still do trees in January, but the thing I was thinking of was more of like a gradient, and I just thought that would be really pretty for the new year, and I just wanted something that was kind of more like bright and festive, so I did go with red and green. I know that's kind of typical, but because it's a bird and like nature inspired, I feel like it's not like too outlandish or anything like that. I did a really simple lettering style at the bottom. I just wrote December and like bolded the left side of each letter. Nothing too intricate or anything like that. I kept it pretty simple, and I do love this style of painting and like these kind of front pages because they just are so easy to do and so fast to do, but still look really pretty. So I'm really excited with how this spread turned out. And I also went ahead and did the first week. I planned the first week of December, which you'll see further on in the video, but I don't always film the first week setup, and I decided I would this time. This should be up relatively soon. Clearly you guys are going to see it really soon, but I want it to be up before December actually starts so that you guys have a chance to kind of take inspiration from it if you want to at all. Definitely tag me on Instagram if you do, because I would love to see other people's like ideas of this. And then for the monthly view, I just did another like grid setup, I guess you would say, like a regular calendar setup. I didn't miss the first day of December by accident. I just decided to skip it because I didn't have enough space and I didn't need an entire row just for the first day. So I decided I would just put the first back in my November calendar, because literally the only thing we do on December 1st, or the weekend surrounding that, is get our Christmas tree, because we always cut down a real Christmas tree. So December 1st, that's all that we'll be doing. We aren't having any other plans that weekend. So I just left it off of this one so that I had space to do everything else that I wanted to. And then I did another little cardinal in the corner, and again, kind of replicating what I did last month with the blue jay, and I let it kind of fall onto the calendar. I can always write over it if I need to, but I'm hoping that our weekends won't be especially busy in December. They probably will be now that I've said that, but because we are having Christmas here and a New Year's party here, I'm kind of hoping that we won't be too insanely busy for the whole month. That's probably too much to ask, but we're gonna roll with it. Also, if my voice sounds like weird, I'm trying really hard not to like sniffle, but I do have kind of a cold, so I can tell my voice is like on the verge of cracking, and it also just sounds a little bit muffled. So if it sounds weird, that is why, because I managed to avoid actually like 3 rounds of colds, and then the last one got me. And if you hear it clicking, there is something caught in my vent, and I'm hoping I can edit that out. There's like something flapping around against the grate of my vent, and I can't get to it right now. So I'm so sorry if there is noise in the background. Maybe this microphone won't be good enough to pick it up. We'll be lucky. I was going to use a Tombow to do the top line, but because I didn't have any that were quite the right color, I decided to just do watercolor paint, and I just used like the light green color that I used for the leaves around the branch. Super simple setup, but I think it looks pretty, and you guys know that when my schedule starts to get really, really hectic, I like to kind of scale back what I'm doing for planning. For instance, I have not done like journal pages in probably, a few months, like at least since May, I think was the last time, or the beginning of June was like the last time maybe that I did journal pages, and I just haven't had time, and I haven't been sitting in my room, like my craft room is often, to just sit and journal. I want to incorporate that more again, probably in the new year, but I've been reading a lot of books, which I feel like is doing more with my time. Than sometimes I get really sidetracked in here, and I would just like sit in my journal and doodle, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but I felt like I was starting to get into a routine of doing that a little too often or for a little bit too long, and then I got really busy and just kind of stopped. Also, my printer ran out of ink, so I wasn't able to print anything off, and it's still empty, and slash I think there's something wrong with it. So if I end up getting a new printer and I end up getting some more time or making more time, I will be doing my journal pages again. But what I've been doing lately, and you'll see it on this particular page, is I've started doing like a highlights. So instead of separate pages for journaling and stuff, I've just been leaving a space where I can write like highlights of the week and things that happened during the week, and just kind of fun little memories. So I am still journaling, but just not quite as like heavily as I was before. And then honestly, I have no idea who the first person I saw post a spread similar to this was, but I've been seeing people post like square boxes, and I think a lot of people have been doing like 12 of them. I tried that this past week in like my November pages, and I felt like the 12 boxes was just way too busy. So what I did was I did 6 on the left hand side, and the weekend is just shared, because normally we don't have a lot going on the weekends, and if it is, it's like one big thing. And then on the other side, I'm going to try and have like a running to-do list just for the week, and then my highlights of the week, and then all the appointments and different whatever I want to put in the square boxes I will do as the week goes on. And then I decided that I would accent this page in a green color. I realized after I started using it, this is the marker that Adelaide bit once, so the tip is not the greatest, but I really, really like the color, and I'll have to buy a new pack at some point because it's like $8 or something. But for now, I used the marker that she chomped the end off of when she was really little, or like, yeah, she was pretty little. She was like 2. Wow, have I had those for this long? Can't believe that. Maybe she was 3. I don't know. Anyway, this is the weekly spread, and I think I like it. I haven't used it often enough, but I decided this will be the first one for December, and I'll fill the rest out as I go. And then at the bottom, because you guys know I like a little bit of decoration, as much as I think minimalist style looks really pretty for other people, I need it to be also like visually appealing for me. Not that that's not appealing to other people, but just I love color, so I really thought this would be pretty. I didn't want to be too monotonous and add another bird, so I decided to do, I don't even know what you would call this plant. I have no idea. It's just a branch with some berries and some green stuff, and I just thought that that would be kind of like a pretty accent to the page. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this month's spread. It's been a while since I had a chance to post a proper plan with me, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye!